Hi, Jamie Jones from the Dow Jones Exchange. It's story time. Last time I told you about one of the elders, the alchemist. Today I'm going to tell you about another one, the oracle. Long ago and far away, in a time of magic, some people sought out oracles, believing they had some type of divine connection and therefore possessed the ability to prophesy. When they actually met one, well, it wasn't exactly the experience they were expecting. So, what or who were oracles really? Well, they were just everyday folk who had lived long lives and over time developed great insight. Some might even say inspired insight. They knew and understood human nature and how life worked. They believed with all of their hearts that the folks seeking them out for answers already knew everything they needed to know. It wasn't answers they needed, it was questions that would drive them inward to find their own prophecy, to discover a personal revelation, if you will, of their true self. They had also gained the reputation of being cryptic in their messages, sometimes singing a little ditty from another era, longer ago and even further away. Or they might launch into a story that seemed totally irrelevant at the time, like how all dogs love cats, even if it doesn't appear that way, often leaving a person feeling more confused than when they came in. Well, that's the problem with seers. They don't see what the seekers are looking at because they were seeing the solution instead of the problem. Consequently, their responses often seemed nonsensical, and it wasn't until time had passed, maybe days, maybe months, maybe even years, before the seeker realized just how accurate that message really was. This was intentional all along, because the oracle understood the value of hindsight and that the real magic wasn't them or even the mystifying message. It was in the process a person went through to figure things out for their self. Now, in today's world, you may think of oracle as more like this than this. And that's okay, marketing being what it is and all. However, do know that the originals still exist in our world. And you just might be lucky enough to bump into one someday. And don't be surprised if that happens somewhere ordinary, like a kitchen, while they're doing ordinary things, like baking. And they may even offer you a cookie. They are, after all, just ordinary folk. However, the experience they provide will be extraordinary.